Morning, family. I want to start off by telling you the awakening is coming. The series is coming. And the plan is to show us what we need to wake up. Everybody walks around talking about being woke, and it's become like a taboo thing or something ridiculous when people say woke. Because that's what this world does. It takes things that we use excuse me, things that we use and things that we need and things that we need to do and make them look ridiculous. Therefore, no one would pay attention to them. You understand? Just like with the conspiracy theory thing. If these things are so unimportant, why do the news and the media and the powers that be waste their time trying to disprove them? Why, if someone believes in the earth being flat, do these people take their time to disprove them? The awakenings are about making you see that is right in front of you, but yet you're unable to see it. That's why when Yahshua spoke, he said, "Let he with ears hear, he with eyes see." Because even though those parables are right in front of them, they didn't understand what he was saying. Many will hear but not understand. And that was a parable he spoke to his own Talmudim, his disciples. And if they were with Yahushua HaMashiach and stumbled, imagine what it's like for us who don't have him present. So the things that we see, the things that we hear, the things that we think we understand, the things that we ridicule and make fun of are the things we should pay more attention to. And the thing that has our mind captive the most is the thing that is tricking us. But people who believe what they believe cannot be told anything different, so it's up to you to plant the seed and walk off. And let our Father Yah make that grow. Because you can't make it grow. And I think that's where we mess up. We try so hard to make a person see and understand what we're trying to get them to understand, but that's not your job. So as far as the awakenings go, we need to wake up to the things right in front of us. The things right in front of us every day that trick us. False education. If you don't believe education is false, wisdom of this world is foolishness to Yah. They've created a world, and in this world, what they call knowledge is knowledge of this world. But it's not knowledge at all, it's trickery. So if you think about that, the knowledge of this world is knowledge, but it's trickery. So we've been put into a system where if we learn all of these things and get all these degrees, we're looked at as the educated. But educated on what? Educated on foolishness? I'll give an example. You take all these extensive math courses. I know when I was going for my nursing degree, I did the same thing. All these extensive math courses and all these different types of mathematics. And yet when I worked in the hospital, I used none of it. Ever. Years and years and years. Never used it. So it's all to get your mind captivated on things of this world and not captivated on things in heavenly places. Do you understand? It's not about telling you you're wrong. It's not about trying to say I'm right and you're wrong. I think that's what the problem is nowadays, is everyone is taking so much time to say who's right and who's wrong. Everyone wants to be the one who knows and tell the other people you're wrong, you don't know. But that's not what's happening here. We need to put together the things we know, all of us, in small parts. And all of those things that we know, we need to put those together to make a whole. You have to understand, we're in a war for our minds. That's why what you watch on television, what you listen to is music. These things break you down spiritually and cause the Ruach HaKodesh to step out of you. Because he can't be around you. In that state, horror movies and things of that nature create fear in our children. So this series I'm going to do is going to be about taking each one of these things one by one and showing some proof to them. But for you to understand the proof, you have to empty your cup. You have to come, show you. An empty glass. This glass is full, which is your mind. This represents your mind. If this glass is full, then there's no room to put anything in it. And an infinite mind, how can it be full? Think about that. So you understand, it's not about fighting anymore, brothers and sisters. It's not about that. It's not about white and black. Every person on this planet is just a different shade of brown. White people are not white. It's all of these things, Democrats, Republicans, all of these things are set up to divide us, to conquer us. Remember when they accused Yeshua of casting out demons by the power of Satan, and he said to him, Satan against Satan, house divided cannot stand. How can Satan cast out Satan? Think about that. If we're divided, we can't stand. But if we together, regardless of what our beliefs are, regardless of the things that we think we understand, regardless of what those are, but if we could come on a common ground and speak with each other and talk with each other in a respectful manner, if we did that, can you imagine how powerful we could be? How is it that a few people can control many? Because they have the mind. See, they have your mind controlled. They have our mind. See, not your our. They have our minds controlled. And as long as our minds are controlled and our minds are submerged underwater, we can't breathe. Because we're not fit to breathe underwater. And that's what they're doing. They're drowning us with false information, misinformation. And then the stuff they say is misinformation is actual information. So, let me ask you this. You're living in a system where you supposedly have rights and freedoms. You supposedly have opinion, a freedom of speech, freedom of thought, given to you by your country. It was given to you by Yah. But your country tells you to give it to you. So let's just use that. So your country gives you freedom of speech, freedom of rights, freedom of religions, and all this. But anytime you speak out against anything that they do, you're fact-checked, cut off Facebook. Who's fact-checking? They cut you off of a media site that's supposed to be your page. When your opinion makes you an enemy, hate speech. But as long as that hate is toward us, it's not a big deal. I didn't even want to say that, but it's the truth. As long as you ain't black, people don't nobody care. But if you say something against, you disagree with homosexuality, or you disagree with the C virus or the jab or any of that other stuff. If you disagree with any of that stuff, an algorithm hears you say those words and you're banned. You're locked out. Don't you have the right to disagree with something? Sure, Yah gave you that right. So awakenings are about us waking up. Remember the Bible said it'd be a great awakening. Well, that great awakening is happening. People are starting to see things and understand things differently, and they're starting to stop listening to the television. Malcolm X said it best. If you listen to the news, you're misinformed. If you don't listen to the news, you're uninformed. Because the misinformation, all you gotta do is turn it around. Whatever the news tells you, turn it, and you'll get the truth. It's like Hollywood. What do you think all these movies are about? These movies are conditioning you to what's coming. The devil has to put it out there. So when we stand in front of the Heavenly Father, he's gonna say, I did tell you. I did show you. That's what the evil one's gonna say. And then he's gonna pull up Hollywood. So see all these? I showed you every single day. Every movie you watch, we gotta wake up. Watch what's around us. Stop watching this stuff. Stop paying attention to it. Stop listening to this stuff. Stop ignoring your people. Stop ignoring your children. Stop letting these people put your children on drugs and medications. Spend some time with your children. None of these diseases are real. Your child is special, that's all. But in a different way. your child tap into a part of his mind that's beautiful. Stop letting these people drug your babies. Stop letting these people tell you something wrong with your babies. Stop letting these people tell you need a foreign object in your body to live. Wake up. All praise be to Yah. And it's been the Almighty Yahshua HaMashiach. I want you guys to enjoy this day. This is the day that our Father has made. And let us rejoice in it. And no one in this world can take that joy away from us. It's up to us. You're in control of your joy. You're in control of your happiness in your life. You are in full control. So take that control. And with that control, I'll leave you with the words peace, shalom. Take that control. Take control of your life. Take control of everything and put it in Yah's hands. And relax. You see, the crows, he feeds them. Aren't you more important than a crow or a sparrow or a bird? Huh? Aren't you more important to Yah? So if he takes care of them, he will take care of you. Peace and blessings, my brothers and sisters. I leave you with the words of peace. Shalom.